4 powerful medicines that you have the ability to give people around you. Some of you may have sick parents, some of you may have sick brothers and sisters, family members, friends, children. You don't have to be a doctor, a nutritionist, or a healer to give these medicines to someone that I'm talking about. And these medicines are very, very powerful in the healing process, in the recovery process, and even in prevention. Of course, we got to use a little bit of common sense, vitamin C, and understand it's not a replacement for your conventional medicine if you are on conventional medicine. These powerful medicines, you have the ability to give it. You see, every human being has talents and gifts that they're born with. But we fail to see them because we're too busy comparing ourselves, running ourselves down. I wish I studied more. I wish I studied further. I wish I got all this. I'm useless right now. No. But you forget to see the gifts that you're born with that you can use. And every human being has the capability of giving these 4 medicines that I'm about to talk about. The number 1 medicine, a very, very powerful medicine that you can give people around you who need it, is the gift of time. Let the doctors give their medication. Let the nutritionist plan the food. But are you able to give time to someone who's sick? Maybe your parents, maybe. Are you able to give time? Time is such a healer. Over the last 13 years, dealing with patients who are terminally ill, talking to patients on their deathbed, there is one thing every patient desired for, yearned for, craved for: the time of their family. It's not like the family didn't want to give them time, but once you have a family, you have kids, you have so many things to juggle with. As much as you want to give time to that parent or that sibling who's dying, you can only do your best, but it's what people crave for the most. Are you able to give the gift of time to the best of your ability? The second most powerful medicine is attention. How do you give attention to the people who need it when they're sick? Because attention comes with care. Attention comes with, hey, this person cares for me. I'm important. I may be sick, but I'm still important to this person. And that is such a healing energy, such a powerful and healing energy. So we have time, we have attention. The third one is the gift of listening. How do you give the gift of listening as a powerful medicine to people who are sick? You have no idea how much people want to be heard, including yourself. Every human being has a story to tell, or a story that they want to tell. Every human being wants to be heard. How do you create that platform? How do you give that gift of listening? Someone's in a hospital bed, someone's sick, you give them time, you let them talk about their childhood, whatever they want, and all you do is listen. Because we human beings, we're always trying to fix things, tell people what to do, give them opinions, how they should be, this can work, try this remedy, try all of that. That's all good. I know your intention is to help. But sometimes just listening is such a powerful medicine. And no matter how many times your parents will tell you the same old story, when I was young, I did this, all you need to do is listen. If you've heard the story 100 times, listen for the 101st time. It's a very powerful medicine and gift to give someone. The gift of listening, without us trying to fix people's problems all the time. The fourth is the gift of compassion. But most people don't really understand what compassion is. Compassion means suffering with. So if you are suffering, I am going to suffer with you by just being with you, holding space, not trying to fix, not saying mindless things like, don't worry, everything's going to be well. Don't worry, it's going to be good. You got this. Be strong. No, those are empty words. Those are empty words. Sometimes there is power in just suffering with someone else, being there for them, holding their hand. You may not have words to say, but just being there, your presence with them, a hug, all of these things. Suffer with is compassion. Our words, a quote at that point, all of these things don't really work. While we can put those mechanisms in play, compassion is suffering with, holding space with. That's an important and powerful medicine. Sometimes we have patients who are dying and we know they're going into multi-organ failure. There's nothing you can do. Their time is coming. Only a miracle can save them. And then that's when, you just be there with them. You suffer with them. You give them time. You give them attention. You don't give them pep talks at that point. That time is over. You're with them till the end. You're suffering with them till the end in your own way. But we as human beings, we're always resisting suffering in our own lives. And that's why we don't like to to see other people suffer, and where our minds try to find different ways to bring solace and to bring motivation and stuff. But sometimes we got to suffer with. These are 4 powerful medicines. If I'll add the 5th one, it is the gift of love. Now you may be saying, but Luke, I have no love in my life. I have no one to love. And that is where we understand how shallow we've become as a society, because our definition of love is conformed to the songs that we listen to, the movies that we watch, the social media trends and fads, who said what in society, and all of that stuff. But I'm going to give you something to reflect on today. Have you noticed how the love of a parent or a mother is so different from the love that you have for a friend or a lover or a partner or a pet or a child? They're all different degrees of love, because there is no definition. Love is an energy. Love is completely an energy, and that's why you can give it to a stranger. You can give it to anyone. A lot of people think sex is love. A lot of people think intimacy is love. Intimacy is way beyond sex. Love can just be understanding. I know so many people who just feel understood and they feel loved. You can give the gift of understanding. You can give the gift of love. But as humans, we're always trying to say, oh, you got sick because you did this. Oh, you're suffering because you did this. This is your karma. That is your karma. That's how shallow society has become. But why can't we understand? By telling someone you did this and got sick, how does it help them anymore? How does it help them anymore? But understanding and moving forward with action is a very powerful medicine. I told you so. That's all ego. You want to be right. That's why, oh, you see, I said that and that's why this happened. That's ego. These are 5 powerful medicines: time, attention, listening, compassion, and love. You don't have to be anyone to give these medicines to people. You just got to be so in tune with yourself, so authentic with yourself, and give it from the depth of your heart. And you will see how people around you start to change, how you have the ability. Doctors don't have time. Doctors are expert in their field, which is medicine. Nutritionists will do food. Emotional healers will do emotions. But these 5 gifts that you're able to give are powerful medicines. And you can actually start giving it to yourself first. You've got to fill your cup before you fill others. So try to get these 5 medicines in your life. And you know, a lot of people, I remember this one lady telling me years ago, she had cancer and she was recovering, and her children, with all the right intentions, would book her business class tickets and say, come to London, let's go to the Maldives. And she would be like, Luke, I don't want to say no, because I know their intentions are right, but I just don't want to travel. I just don't want to travel. And I said, what do you want? She said, I don't want my children spending so much of money. I don't want to travel. I get that. I just want that time. I want them to come down, sit, have a meal with me, have tea with me. I want time, the gift of time. Sometimes we assume that everyone wants everything else. And that's why I've learned in life, just ask people, what do they want? What do they want? And give them that. And most people who want stuff, of course, there'll be wanters who want material things and to manipulate you into all of that stuff. But besides the wanters, you'll find most people want time, attention, understanding, care, compassion, love, and to be heard. Have a great 2024 to you and your families. Let's have a great year together, and I wish all of you love and peace. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.